the perception of people with disabilities is that they sit at home, you know, they just play video games, they don't really get out and do much. It's pretty easy. I mean, these days with all accessibility and you know, dope wheelchairs and cars that you can drive and stuff like that, I really hope to kind of we can change as a community the way people perceive that about disabilities. So people that are at home not doing much with their lives get out and have a crack and end up, you know, living life for the fullest like you would anybody else. For sure, man. I mean, for any bloke growing up, you know, chicks, as you said, play a massive part. And just imagine the insecurities you guys have, or able-bodied people have, cruising around. I reckon when you're in a wheelchair, you've got a disability, times up by about 1,000, because there's that added pressure, that unknown factor about the guy, you know, like, can he use his dick? Like, can he have sex? When you talk to females, you want to be different. I reckon every bloke that goes up to a chick and tries to pick them up, they're the same as the next bloke, really. When you roll up in a wheelchair, they're kind of unsuspecting. They kind of give you the time of day because, you know, this guy's not trying to pick me up, but little do they know that's exactly what you're trying to do. Everyone wants to try something new every once in a while, so why not be a guy in a wheelchair? I think the biggest thing about the Paralympians is people think that it was kind of a bit of a come and try event, you know, for people with disabilities. But man, I was training 25 hours a week, 4-hour days, 6 days a week. We train just as hard as our able-bodied Olympians do, and to be able to like put that much time and effort in and ended up getting the results, man, it was a pretty good feeling, to be honest. I mean, the added bonus is when you get the chance to compete for your country. It's one of the coolest things you'll ever do, and I'm very lucky that, you know, I've been able to do it. People think there's so many things you can't do, and one of the best inventions of the last 15 years is driving. You can drive a car with your hands. So you got a little throttle here, so you push it into brake, and you pull it down to accelerate, and it just attaches to the bottom of the pedals. So it's so easy to do. And you can actually, you can attach it into any car pretty much. So you pull down, and then you slam the brakes on like that. And it's just like any other car you drive. It's like fucking playing PlayStation. It's like playing a video game, driving with your hands. When I finished basketball in London, I was kind of over it after the Olympics, and I thought, I just kind of want to see a bit of the world, you know. I've always seen the world playing sport. Never seen the world while I was, you know, traveling. So I did like 6 months backpacking around the world, which was, it was pretty gnarly. You know, I got mugged in Chicago by a bunch of dudes who asked for a couple of bucks and then ended up taking my whole wallet. I found $2,500 in a disabled toilet in an airport, which I spent in 3 days in New York. It was pretty hard work, I'm not gonna lie. There was some gnarly moments in there, but to come back and to know that you'd accomplished that, I did it predominantly by myself and just met up with people in different spots. Some of the hostels are pretty inaccessible in that I found myself crawling upstairs at like 5 a.m. while I was absolutely blind most nights, but it's all part and parcel of traveling, I guess. You might as well be true to yourself and do what you want to do. And I realized that for me, that's going out, being social, having a good time, traveling the world, as well as playing my sports. It really annoyed me when I was a kid growing up that there wasn't someone with a disability who's in the forefront of people's minds in the media. And we talk a lot about racism and sexuality and gay marriage and those kind of things, which are very, very important parts of life. I'm not saying they're not. But when you ever hear about disability, it's kind of always swept under the rug. Why can't there be a dude in a wheelchair talking about sex or drugs or politics or music or something like that? It's because I've been blessed with this different mindset that I've never really met with someone with a disability have. So if I can share that and try and change it, man, I could die a happy man knowing that I've been able to do that. Today I'm just playing for 24 hours straight tennis, breaking the world record. I'm trying to raise 100 grand for 2 charities that helped me as a kid, Starlight Foundation and Variety, the children's charity. And I mean, look at the turnout, the awareness is unbelievable. And I really went through a dark time, as I said, and these charities came to my rescue. So this is my way of giving back, and hopefully I can change the lives of some other kids with disabilities so they can achieve everything they want to achieve in their lives. It's hard on the body. My hands are killing me. My forearms, my back, most of my forearms and my hands are killing me. So yeah, feeling alright though. I'm going to Meredith. I'm an idiot. If I'm not going to die here, I'm going to die at Meredith, but who cares? Meredith's my favourite weekend of the year, so I'm not going to miss it just because I've played 24 hours of tennis. I'll be there.
Change, they put his change in the game. I tell you, if no nigga have the way, and like that, I say I live forever. Niggas gon'